those camps that Jordan and Pippen and all them were running. What was that like? Did you get a chance to kind of meet them and work with them a bit?
Oh, it was unbelievable timing on my part. Nike, along with the Bulls players, B.J. Armstrong, Scottie Pippen, and obviously Michael Jordan did their camp. So about 5 weeks of the summer, because of my assistance role with the Elmhurst College program, I was kind of the gopher, if you will. Like, I didn't actually work the camps as a coach. I was like doing the concessions and selling the memorabilia and organizing things, on the side. My head coach, Scott Trost, was, kind of the camp director. But so I was from me to you with Michael in the office and, sitting over here listening to the stories about the golf the previous day. And so had, pretty close contact with him for, a couple weeks out of both summers that I was there, and got to know B.J. Armstrong, who played at the University of Iowa, so I had a connection with him that way. And we'd play racquetball, and which was just so weird because you're playing racquetball and there's 25 kids up there watching because it's B.J. Armstrong, and I'm like trying not to embarrass myself and trying not to hit him with the racket or the ball. But yeah, there was some good times. I just fell into it, I didn't realize when I took a job that I was going to be a part of the deal, but the camps just happened to be at Elmhurst when I was working there.
What about being able to catch your breath yet? I know it's probably been a whirlwind since you were introduced here.
Like every coach, there's that period of time where it's just 24/7 and there's not enough hours in the day, but things have slowed down, and heartbeat's normal and cadence are normal, and still a lot to do, but just feel more comfortable and clear about where we're at, what we need to do. It's still, it's going to be busy all the way for the first year and a half, probably the way it looks with the recruiting calendar and what have you, but certainly not complaining. And it's just part of the deal when you get a new job at this level, and we're just trying to do the best we can.
You mentioned at your opening press conference that it's all about these days building a team for that season. And obviously with coaching changes, you're going to see kids coming and going, and that's the norm of college basketball. But how big of a shot of the arm was it when Tolu came out and announced he was coming back and he was good with what he's heard so far?
Yeah, it was much needed. We needed to, keep him, retain him. Like all the other coaches that inherit programs, recruiting the student athletes that are left is your first priority. I looked at them as recruits. I just had more access to them than I did the recruits that aren't on campus. Obviously, they were trying to get here. So that was a big deal, not just for us and for him, but for our other recruiting efforts, to be able to say, hey, we're going to have a chance here. We got some good players already. Certainly we need more, but we were overjoyed when he made that decision.
What do you guys, see from him? Obviously, had a ton of injury issues last year. What do you think a healthy Tolu can kind of bring to your team, in the SEC?
Well, if you got a guy you can throw the ball to and obviously attract double teams, and I think that's always nice when you have someone that's kind of an old school approach, but I still believe in it that if you can get someone down around the basket that can attract, multiple defenders and get it out of there, you get a team in rotation and be able to score a little bit easier that way rather than against a set defense. And, his assist to turnover ratio wasn't great last year. That's something that I know we're going to have to work on this summer and get him, to make better decisions with the ball. And then what I've